Oh no, this is not true.
The video Mafushi has been reopened.
Mafushi?
Mafushi? You guys don't know about Mafushi?
If while you traveled from a country to another country before COVID-19.
8 hours later, we arrived in Maldives.
How did you do it?
I highly recommend a visit to the Maldives.
I hope you've gotten your answer with you.
Hey buddy, look at the video. Mafushi has been reopened.
Mafushi?
Mafushi?
Where is it located?
You guys don't know about Mafushi? Okay, then follow. Maybe take the camera and focus on the screen.
Alright. Wow. Bro, take it. I want to follow him. How did you do it?
May I come in?
Hey bro, it's not possible to go in Maldives as liking him. There are some terms and conditions you have to follow. Because it's Corona season.
Oh no!
So what is that?
So guys, not only Mehedi, but also I would like to let all of you guys know that terms and conditions. So without skipping a second, watch this video till the end. So guys, if you want to visit in Maldives, there are some rules and regulations what have been published by Maldives Immigration. So let's know about that. The news, here you go. Yes. Effective from 10 September 2020, all tourists and short-term visitors are required to have certificate of negative PCR test for COVID-19 with a simple taken 72 hours period to departure to Maldives, counting from the first port of embarkation en route to the Maldives, such as passenger entering to Maldives under tourist visa, business visa, special visa. Ship crew arriving to sign on are required to present the COVID-19 negative PCR test result. The PCR certificate should clearly show the name and address of the laboratory, the result and the date of the sample taken. So guys, have you got it?
Yeah, I got it, but not so clearly.
So let's clear your sense. You should watch this video. What about a person who has arrived in Maldives at Mafushi recently? So let's know about his experience, that what he had to do for coming.
Hello guys, this is Metu Failang. Today we will talk about the process of how to travel during COVID-19, what should to do and what should not. Now it's time to introduce our honorable guest who has arrived in Maldives at Mafushi from America at Miami after reopening Mafushi Island for tourism. His name is Mr. Peter, who born in Argentina, grew up in London and settled down in America. He traveled more than 100 countries in his life. Today, we'll know about his experience, that how was the process to come in Maldives and what he had to do. So let's talk with him. Hi sir, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty well sir, thank you. And we are very glad to have you for knowing about your journey sir. Sir, would you like to share your experience, that how was your journey? And was there any difference that never happened in your life while you traveled from a country to another country before COVID-19?
Oh yes, it's very different to travel today compared to just a few months ago before COVID-19. What I recommend is that you think about exactly what you're going to do. Be very careful about your planning and make sure you have all the regulatory standards and stipulations in place before you travel, because we ran into a few problems. Can I tell you about
Yes sir.
the problems we had?
Yes, sure sir.
We booked a few months ago And when we got to the airport in Miami last Sunday, I knew that I needed a COVID test. Now, the plane was only going as far as Turkey first, and then making a connection to the Maldives.
Okay.
So for Turkey, you do not need the COVID test.
That's first.
But my plan was to do the COVID test in Turkey because from the internet, we found out that we could do the COVID test for $33 in Istanbul airport. So when we arrived in Miami, the people at Turkish Airlines said, "Oh, no, this is not true. You have to have the COVID test beforehand."
Oh.
And, of course, this was complicated. So, all of a sudden, we thought we were not going to be able to travel.
Okay.
So, anyway, we spoke to one person, and then we said, well, let's speak to the manager. The manager was a lady, so she read a lot of different regulations, and then she said, "Oh, yes, you can come to Turkey without a problem." So at the last minute, we got on the plane, okay. So we were like really nervous because we thought we were going to miss the plane.
Okay.
So 11 hours later in Istanbul, we found the office where you could get a COVID test, and that was very efficient. You just pay your money, they direct you to a booth, and there's a nurse waiting, and she does the swab of both the throat and the nose. And then they say, come back in 5 hours for the results. I came back in 5 hours, and my results were negative, which was good. The other issue was you have to fill out online a special health form. It has another name. I'm not exactly sure what the correct name is. But this is for the government of the Maldives, and it's about your history, specifically health history. And this is very, I would say, unfriendly, the form. It's difficult to fill out. Me and my travel companion, we must have filled it out at least 10 times before we figured out exactly what was needed. Because every time we pressed the submit button, everything would disappear. On the 10th attempt, we found out that we had to make the photos of ourselves and the photos of our certificate, COVID certificate, smaller.
That was a recommend.
Yeah. And when we found that out and made the photos smaller, then it was submitted okay, and we were able to, we got a response from the website saying, you're good, you know, you're now okay to travel, and they gave you a special QR code within the results, the response that they sent you. So this was a complication that I have never had before when traveling. Okay, and then of course on the plane, everybody wears masks. And the majority of the people or the passengers do wear masks, and there are no problems. Unfortunately, there are usually, and it's usually men, I don't know why, who have a problem with this. And even before you get physically onto the plane, you hear, it's only like 3 or 4 people at the most for a big plane, causing problems and starting to have arguments with staff on the plane. And the plane staff, the crew on the plane are saying, "No, sir, you must wear the mask. You must wear the mask." And this made me a little bit annoyed because I think it's a sign of respect to wear the mask. So, especially these days. So, these same 3 or 4 people, when we were on the plane and when we were flying, they kept taking their masks off. So that to me was annoying. So 8 hours later, we arrived in Maldives, and basically it was very easy to go through immigration and collect our luggage. But the actual process was from Miami to Maldives, considering all the paperwork and the online stuff that we had to fill out, is very, very different to normal travel.
Yes.
And the mask as well.
Thank you, sir. So, after all the things and arriving at Mafushi, how is your feeling, sir?
When I arrived in Mafushi, we arrived in Male first, and then we took the boat to Mafushi. And the hotel was very nice. I liked the hotel when we arrived. I thought the island looked very small. And I wasn't sure what to expect. So initially I was just thinking, oh, I need to see more to make up my mind on whether I like the island. After the first day and the first trip, I fell in love with the Maldives. The water, the fish,
Weather.
look how kind people are, how friendly people are. But, so, yes, I did. I really want to come back because I like it here very much. I feel very comfortable.
Thank you so much, sir. And sir, could you please tell us which hotel have you booked? How's their service? I mean, overall, how's that hotel?
We booked at the Arena Hotel.
Okay.
And our room is very comfortable. The staff are very helpful, and I am completely satisfied with our booking at the hotel and our stay in the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and the food is excellent too. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And how's the view of sea view?
Oh yeah,
sea view.
we have a room on the 7th floor that has a very spectacular sea view, and in the distance we can see an island, which is a resort island, and what is amazing about the view for us is all the varied colors of the water.
Okay.
For us that is very special, it's very beautiful, because we don't normally see the intensity of colors that you have in Maldives.
Okay. Thank you, sir. One last question, not the least. Could we know your memorable situation that you want to happen in your life again and again?
Well, there are many.
Okay.
I'm not a young man. I've lived a long, long life. Thank you. And so I've had many experiences. One that I would like to repeat, specifically from Maldives, is something I did this morning, and that was swimming with the sharks. I was scared. At first, I did not want to go into the water, but once I got into the water and I saw the sharks swimming around me, I calmed down. But that is something I would like to do again.
Okay.
Something else that I've done, there's been so many things I've done that are just so memorable. One of the most amazing was about 20 years ago in Namibia in Africa.
Okay.
I skydived.
Skydive.
And that was one of the most unbelievable sensations I've ever experienced. It was terrifying, just like the sharks today.
Okay.
But once you had left the plane, you jumped,
Okay.
everything is just so relaxing, so beautiful, so magical.
Wow.
So I would love to do that again. And hopefully I can. We'll see.
I wish it would happen in your life again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, sir. Would you like to tell something for our audience, sir?
Specifically about the Maldives, I highly recommend the Maldives. I think it's well worth visiting. I know you will not be disappointed because the islands are so special, the waters are so special, and the variety of activities that you can do here are also special and very different to one's normal life, let's say in America and Europe or any other country. So I highly recommend a visit to the Maldives. I know you'll come away very satisfied.
Thank you so much for coming here, sir, to share your experience with us. And it was such a nice conversation with you, sir.
Thank you so much. I had a good time. I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So now is it clear?
Yeah.
And bro, I have gotten some questions from our last video. Would you like to answer them?
Yeah, sure, please.
So the first question is from Oshanida. She asked us that are the hotels like Carney Arena, Kuradi Beach Hotel reopened during my visit? And she wants to visit at Mafusi on 27th November to 30th November 2020. That means when will the guest house will be reopened?
So Oshanida, as you have known from our last video that Mafushi has been reopened from 15 October 2020. So yeah, all the guest houses have been reopened as well.
Second question is from Vidya. She wants to know that can we help her if this is possible, as she heard Mafushi is reopening up on 15 October. Is that transit between Mafushi and private resort?
Hi Vidya, as I said before, you have to get the negative PCR test result for COVID-19, which are taken 72 hours periods to departure to Maldives. Then, if you will able to get that, you will not get any problem to travel from Mafushi to any other island.
I hope you've gotten your answer, Vidya. And bro, also there are so many people commented on our video to know that all the activities are reopened or not, such as parasailing, jet ski, snorkeling, etc.
Yes, it's a kind of heart of Maldives adventure. So all the activities are reopened to make adventure fulfill. Hope everything's are clear now that what should to do, what should not for visiting Maldives. And now if you wanna go Maldives, now you can. You too.
Okay, let me try now.
Wake up, man! Hey buddy, look at the video. Mafushi has been reopened.
Really?
Audio Jungle.